Here we go.
We're rolling. This is live. Live.
We're live now?
We're live.
We're live now. Oh, God. I'm so unprepared.
In your face. So we get questions a lot about certain guitar brands.
We do.
And like, hey, do you guys have this? And then we'll be like, no.
Why don't you guys have all the Schecters?
We just don't.
I got that. That was my most recent one.
Was that one?
Yeah.
All right, so well, just why do certain guitar shops carry certain brands and why do they not carry certain brands? It's a common question that well, I mean, the most obvious answer is
some brands suck. Video over. Done.
That just made me so happy. I just had like an anime moment where I was like, yes, so happy. I just got like so excited. I just felt like there should be like little bubbles that popped up and everything. That was funny. Good one. Good. That's actually true.
I mean, it is. Not to disparage anyone's preference.
No, well, just some brands are just like bad brands.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not going to get in. That's not what this is about. There's ones that just they're not fun to work with as far as
Right.
the manufacturer to dealer relationships. They're really bad as far as supplying inventory. The quality is trash. It comes. there is that, and you might just not like the guitars.
That's true.
So we at Casino Guitars, we're very particular about we want to actually like everything we carry, and it is possible because we're small and we're poor.
Yes.
So we can't carry everything.
There is a purpose to everything.
So that links into the other reasons. Like you just can't carry everything unless you are a major big box retailer or a huge indie.
And you just got huge warehouse space and just floor space. And
even a lot of the huge indies don't carry everything. I'm gonna talk about CME is one of the biggest indies in our country that has not been eaten by the Guitar Center machine. I think they're actually gonna maybe reverse and spin around. They just got the power pellet and they're gonna go start eating some of the GCs probably because who knows, man? Maybe CME started to matriculate around.
I want to go back to CME. Haven't been in a while.
Where you go? We'll go soon.
I miss you guys. I miss CME.
It's a cool place.
It is a cool
I think
place.
we should all go up there and have a little video time. In the bass room. They have one of the cooler bass rooms in the country. If you're a bass player, go to CME. Anyway, so you just can't carry everything.
You just can't.
There's not space. There's not money. There's not that. And here's a big thing too. So this is when we decide to take on a new brand. It's got to pass all the tests. A, we love it. B, we love the people we're talking to and working with on there.
That's a bigger thing than you would think. I don't think you think about that as, I've never thought about that when I wasn't working in a guitar shop. But that's huge because we talk to those people and interact with them a lot. So.
And if they're going to be, the people you're working with in the guitar manufacturing side, are they going to be helpful partners with you?
Right.
Or are they just going to be salespeople trying to just sell you stuff?
Right.
And that's an immediate turnoff for us, as a guitar reseller, whatever you want to call it.
Because even the brands we have, we can't carry everything. We have to pick and choose what parts of the line we want because, again, space is limited and we want to love the things that we have.
And money is limited.
Oh yeah.
That's a huge thing.
Is it?
Yeah, money is finite.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it doesn't seem finite after the the past year, when it's we're out of money, here's more money, they just send you money. I was like, that's awesome.
Not always that way.
We're all in that world where they send us money. This is great. Thank you. Help us. No, the money's an issue. But it continues upon that. You just have to love them. But I mean, there's more to it than that.
There is.
It's do we have the time is the biggest issue too? Time and the amount of work we can put into each. Because when we bring on a new brand, it's a very serious time commitment. And once we have it, it's you just brought on another wife,
yes,
or another husband, and it's okay, we're getting married here, we're gonna have a relationship, so who's gonna be the point person at Casino Guitars for this line? Well, we all are,
and you can't just neglect it, let's stick it in the store and it's gonna sell.
Well, now that X brand just came in, Y brand's gonna kick you to the curb. That does happen, but that only happens after a relationship has gone sour and you realize you just don't like the guitars,
right?
And that's happened with us before.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It's not we didn't like the direction they were going in, maybe.
Sure.
Or an amplifier company.
Yep.
I loved it, but I don't like what's happening now.
Right.
But it's a huge thing because when we bring on a new line, everyone at the shop has to get really versed into it. We have to build out the website part of it. We have to really understand the product, the guitar. I like when they call it that, the SKU, which is always weird to me. When I first heard that, I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, he means a guitar.
They have so many SKUs. Yeah.
Some do.
Some do.
And we've talked about Fenders. The amount of Fender knowledge we have to have, just that's like your employment threshold here. Like, do you know every Fender? And then we started going down like the Telecasters. Like, holy crap! There's like, I think there's over 15 separate lines of Tellies. Like, and not counting all the weird signature ones.
No,
like,
right.
You said go from the Squires, the Affinity to Bullet, to Classic Vibe, to Player, to modern Squires. Then you haven't even gotten out of the Mexican and overseas category yet. Crazy. But no, it's the time that we all invest as people at the shop that really have to get to know the line, know the brand. If we're bringing in a boutique maker, it's a very personal relationship.
Yes.
From electric guitar makers to acoustic makers. Loudon was our first boutique sort of style maker, and I actually flew to Ireland to meet with them before I considered even bringing them in. Which people are like, that's crazy. Why don't you just make a phone call?
It sort of is.
It is crazy. And I was in a Casino Guitars t-shirt and sweatpants and tennis shoes, and I showed up, and I brought 15 kids with me too. That was the best part. Because I was doing a charity event.
True things.
It's funny, but they lost our luggage, so we were all wearing the same clothes for like 4 days.
You were in sweatpants?
I was in sweatpants and my same tennis shoes.
You never wear sweatpants. You're in sweatpants. You're like really.
Well, because I was on the airplane. I was like, I'm gonna be on the airplane for like hours.
All right.
I'll just change as soon as we get off the airplane.
If you just get stretchy jeans, they feel just like sweatpants.
And so I guess I could have gone shopping in Ireland. They have stores, but
stretchy jeans.
I'm wearing stretchy jeans.
I'm just saying.
They're stretchy, but
feel just like sweatpants.
I just want to be comfy.
Stretchy jeans.
I was sitting next to my wife. I thought she might want to make out or something for a little bit on the flight. That doesn't ever happen.
No.
If you think you're going to join the Mile High Club and you're married, it's just like you've missed your window at that point. It's over. It's over. That has to happen pre-marriage, unless your husband or wife is super awesome and a little bit loose, which also equates to super awesome.
What you're looking for in a partner.
It's like the great movie Space Camp.
Oh my god!
It's like when those kids got sent. Like, you go back and watch that movie. I remember as a child, like loving that movie. How cool it was. You go back and watch it now. It's like this one dude's trying to hook up with this like super hot chick, and it's like there's like really good looking cast in this. And like the teacher, I remember. Oh, look at that old lady. Like, I think I'm definitely older than she was now in that movie. And she's like super banging. It's like there's like gorgeous people in this movie. Gorgeous people. Anyway, Space Camp. If you haven't watched it, great movie with your kids. I watched it with mine the other week. Fantastic. It still holds up. I hope they do a remake. God, I'm not going to give a spoiler. That robot was tight. Sort of tells the future. It's like your little Amazon Echo with wheels. Love that movie. And about kids getting bullied and everything. Oh, and Joaquin Phoenix is in it as a child.
I don't think I've ever seen this
child movie. Joaquin Phoenix.
I'm not even sure that I know what this is.
And the dude from the guy from Top Gun's in it too. Like he's one of the head astronauts, the trainer, the head of the training program.
Oh yeah.
He's was his name Viper or is it? I can't remember. Anyway, sorry, I'm
okay. I'm gonna go watch Space Camp.
Space Camp with kids. It's great.
Can't work today. Sorry. Gotta watch Space Camp.
Okay, so those are some of the main. It's really like the time that we take. That is one of the biggest parts. But the biggest is what we said. The guitar brand, we have to love it.
We do. That's sort of first and foremost.
There's this weird thing, like, because there's this thing called margins. You buy the guitar for X, you sell it for Y. And that is the profit that's built into it, where you can, like, obviously pay the staff, keep the electricity on, pay the insurance, pay for the shipping, pay for all the stuff. So, like, there's not much profit left. This is not clothing. It's not that. So you have to sort of and then there's a trick. A lot of these sort of like manufacturers that will offer these really high margins are usually not great guitar companies. It's like because they know it's harder to sell that product. So they're going to give it to you. Hey, we're going to sell it to you for X.
Right.
Our map is Y. You can sell it for that now. And you're like, oh, this is awesome. This is great.
But it's not.
It's not. Then you're going to see like the major boxes are like, hey, we're selling half price on these guitars next week and the week after. And
constantly, yeah.
Wait a minute. So then you learn that this guitar is actually not a guitar to make any profit or help your guitar shop. It's a customer acquisition tool for major manufacturers to help bring you in to buy your tuner that you might make or your homemade guitar that you have built in China that you sell through your guitar company. I mean, Guitar Center does it, Thomann does it, all the major players are doing it because it's a huge profit center because you can get these guitars built for nothing.
Sure.
Nothing. It's insane. And some of them are pretty good.
They are. And it makes sense for them in that business model.
I mean, some are built by people that aren't paid, but that's a whole other story. And we'll do a video on that. That's something we're actually researching quite a bit right now. Most are, and they're done in really great factories.
Yep.
We're not talking about like people. Some people dog on Eastman. It's not that. Eastman has a great factory set up. They pay their people well. It's well-made guitars.
They build great guitars. Yeah,
they do. We saw one in the shop the other day. It was like the blingiest thing I've ever seen. It was a great guitar. It's beautiful. It's I had matching earrings made for myself. It was gorgeous. I had every inch was blinged. It was beautiful. But that's another story. But no, so it is. It's a very this is the thing with us. We've never looked at this, even though it is a business. It's not business. We're having fun. We're selling guitars. It has to be people.
Probably to our detriment.
It is. We could be much more successful if we did like approach it a little more. But it's like life is short.
Yeah.
And we have such joy whenever a new guitar comes in, and when somebody takes a new guitar home, or we ship a new guitar out from a Fender custom shop to a Squier,
Doesn't matter.
to a GS Mini. GS Minis are still like, what does Derek say? That's the bomb diggity.
Something like
I
that.
think he says that a lot. He's like, I'm
yeah.
going to the bathroom. That's the bomb diggity. And then that's it.
He's
that's
very
his
hip in
thing.
his language. He knows what the kids are saying.
And he'd say, those people in the dog pound, those are the people. He always throws these Arsenio Hall references out. It's really odd.
We're like, what?
People are like, what does Derek look like?
just kinda
One day
nod.
you'll see.
No,
You'll
you
see.
won't.
Check us out at NAMM. You might catch him on camera at some point. Summer NAMM coming up. We're leaving in 2 weeks.
We should have a little fence thing right here where Derek can just poke his eyes up. Like, you remember? We should. That would be great.
So the bomb diggity, going to the bathroom.
Please tell me you put that on his badge for now.
I didn't. I don't think we can do any weird badges anymore. I think they took that feature away.
Do you remember the year you put Dave Grohl on my badge?
Yeah, and people thought you were Dave Grohl.
And the lady at the check-in was like, don't worry, we won't tell anyone. I was like, okay.
I'd be like, do you really think Dave Grohl has to go through this check-in process?
No, he doesn't.
Do you think Dave Grohl goes through the line at NAMM?
She was like, I love your music. And I was like, she's heard my music? And then I looked down and I'm like, oh. Darn you, Baxter, you son of a...
God, I used to, so we'd go to NAMM and I'd create names for everyone's badge. Like, I forgot what I did for Ethan that one year. It was funny. Like, look at my pants.
Some
I
of
think
them
his
were
badge
horrible.
said, look at my pants. So I think everyone
Yeah.
was just like, he's like, why is everyone looking at my pants? I'm like, or look at my crotch. And like, because he just didn't look at his name.
Because you don't. You just assume that your name would be on your name.
Not with
badge.
casino guitars.
And then you feel awkward and you turn it around and then the little guy's like, turn your badge around. And you're like, oh, God.
Okay, I hope I did something funny to Gabriel. Oh, I did. I think it was something from Mad Max.
Okay.
I think it was.
That's good.
Yeah, I think it was something from the new Mad Max, which I think is a great Mad Max as well. If you haven't watched that one, watch it. They're all great. The first one's the trickiest one in a weird way. It's sort of slow. Yeah. But you get to the second one, which is the one we're all famous for. Amazing movie. Great twist at the end too. Holy crap! And the Tina Turners and Beyond Thunderdome. This is important. I'm gonna stop talking now. But that's it. That's it. So that's a little bit of a curtain pull. The mystery. It is. It's like, we gotta love the brand. We have to be able to have money to pay for it. This is also the time. How much time are we gonna allow for this to become part of our casino family? And and we have to. It's a big decision.
It is a huge decision.
And we have some more brands coming soon that we've been thinking about for a long time. So stay tuned. Because, there's some big news coming from big and small brands. But the ones we're most excited about might be the one
Those
you might not have heard
kazoos,
about.
the nicest boutique kazoos you've ever seen.
Solid gold. Take us home,
Tone for
Jonathan.
days.
Take us home, kid.
If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. Click the bell so you don't miss videos in the future. Thank you for hanging out with our ridiculousness. We appreciate it. We'll see you
I
next
almost
time.
flipped Derek off just and I just
You
wanted
should
to for some
have
reason.
done it.